all rise. You may be seated. Thank you, Honorable Judge. Hope you're fine.
I'm good.
Thank you. Honorable Judge, this case number 229512152, and it is on marriage dissolution. We have Joshua. Step forward, please. He's the plaintiff, Honorable Judge, and Mr. Dominic Kamakia, the defendant. Step forward. So, Honorable Judge, Joshua here is accusing Dominic, who is the uncle of Hannah Kimende, who happens to be the wife of Joshua, for ordering him to kill his wife so that he can inherit his brother's wealth, which rightfully belongs to Hannah Kimende, the daughter. Joshua says that his kill order is slow death. Thank you, Honorable Judge.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, so Anna is the niece to Mr. Dominic.
Mr. Dominic.
Okay, not the daughter. Okay, understood. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's start with our plaintiff. Introduce yourself for those who don't know you. I remember you've been here before.
Sure.
Okay, and I'm the one who ordered for the arrest and presentation of Mr. Dominic. So once again, tell us about yourself and why you are here at the first time and why you are here today and what is new today or what you have for us.
Yes, Your Honor. My name is Joshua Tarus, the husband to Hannah. I work with a telephone company in Kenya and outside Kenya. We do the telephone, like we do our company in around and outside Kenya with Mr. Dominic here.
No, you provide network?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Okay. How long have you been married to Hannah?
Hannah, 8 to 9. 8 to 9 years.
Yeah, I understand. It's a men's problem.
Yeah.
They never know exact dates. They don't even remember the anniversary. And this is Anna's uncle.
Yeah, sure. Mr. Dominic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, before going to questioning and details, you want to say anything else, or may I get to know Mr. Dominic as well?
Yeah, Mr. Dominic, we met sometimes back.
Joshua, yeah, that's why I said before we get into some extra details.
Yeah.
Let us just get to know each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Dominic. Please tell me your face. You're too cruel looking. Just calm down, please. I know of what you have been accused of, and kindly, first of all, introduce yourself.
My name is Dominic Ntokomakia, and I am a very prominent businessman.
Okay.
My nature of work makes me travel a lot.
And what kind of work do you do?
I have 2 contracts with Nakai and Hawaii.
Okay. Those are telephone producers.
Yeah.
I am the one who supplies the equipment, telecommunication equipment.
Okay. That's good. And you are Anna's uncle?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What do you know about the relation between Anna and Mr. Joshua here?
As you can see, he is my employee.
Okay.
And I pay him very well.
Well, we're not talking about, this is not a wage dispute. I'm asking what relation do you have with him and how long have you known him?
I've known him for...
So away from being your employee, did you know he was married to your niece?
Pardon, Your Honor?
Away from being your employee, do you know he was married to your niece?
All I know is that I have employed him, and he's supposed to be...
And do you know his wife?
Pardon, Your Honor, again?
Do you know his wife?
Yes, I do know.
You do know his wife?
Yes.
Okay. When is the last time? The wife is you are? How are you related with his wife?
They have been together, I think, for 9
Yes, but how are you related? How are you, Mr. Dominic, related?
I'm the uncle to Hannah.
Oh, so you
Yes.
acknowledge that.
Yes.
When is the last time you spoke to Anna? When did you last, Mr. Dominic, speak to Anna?
Well, we speak.
Did you speak to Anna?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I do.
When is the last time? Yesterday? 2 years ago?
No,
9 years
I
ago?
think in a couple of a week we've
A
spoken.
few weeks?
Yes, yes. You see, sir, I'm a very busy man. And I
No,
don't
no,
have time.
I know how busy you could be. That is, I'm just asking. You don't even have to have spoken to her. I'm not asking, I'm not like complaining why didn't you talk to her. I'm just asking when did you last speak to her?
I think about a week or so ago.
Really? Mr. Joshua, you pull a face like you don't agree to that.
Sure, Your Honor, I don't agree to anything. Have you ever spoke to Hannah?
I do
Never.
speak to Hannah.
You do speak to her.
They have never.
Okay.
Since-
Anyway, so some other point, the truth will come out. And so, you bring Uncle Dominic to court today.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that I know what got him being here, because I'm the one who ordered him to be arrested and arraigned in court. But I wish you to get clear to him and let him know exactly what charges he's facing here, or bring forth your complaints against your uncle.
So, Mr. Dominic here, I don't know.
Give us a little history, sorry.
Yes.
Give us a little history, how you met Mr. Dominic, what job he gave you, how did you meet?
Yeah, that's where I'm going to.
Okay.
So I met, me and Mr. Dominic, we met some time back, I think immediately after I've married Hannah. I don't know how he knew about it, but...
So you met Hannah prior to meeting Dominic?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
and you married her
Anna.
before you met Dominic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then-
What kind of a wedding did you have?
It's a church wedding.
A church wedding?
Yes.
So it was kind of a big wedding?
Yeah, sure.
And being an uncle, was he there?
My
Was he at the wedding?
My memory fails me there.
Well, you could have been busy, but
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
remember inviting him. It's quite a busy day for the bride and the groom.
Sure.
You can't exactly remember exactly
Yes,
who
yes,
was
yes.
there. And
Then-
so, yeah,
After the wedding, that's when this man approached me.
after the wedding.
Yeah,
How long after the wedding?
Less than a month.
No, less than a month. What
And-
were you doing by then when you got married to Hannah?
Yeah, when I got married to Hannah,
What were you doing? Were you working? Were you in college? What were you doing?
not yet working, but Hannah had some few businesses here and there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So immediately this man came to me and he offered me a job at his company, and we started working.
And how did you meet? Can you remind us? Can you just?
Oh, on this
Did
day
he
I
ask
was.
you to meet him? Did you meet him at a family gathering? How did you meet him?
Yeah, I remember after the wedding, after we are from honeymoon, when I came back, I was told by my family members that there's a guy who is looking for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I ended up meeting him. So we met, we talked, and he offered me a job.
Oh, so basically he came like somebody was offering her an opportunity.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
Okay.
And he offered me a job, and it was well and good. But again,
The pay was good.
it was the job was as in signing agreement and everything, and the payment. Well, it was fine. And one thing that you won't say no, and I was okay with it. And yeah, started the job. But wow.
So before what kind of job contract did he offer you? Or did he tell you you'll be his driver, his bodyguard, his messenger? What kind of job did he
No,
offer
I was
you?
not his
What were you to be? That's what I'm asking. What was your job title?
I was to be assistant manager, a directing manager.
Oh, to him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Quite
I
a
knew that
position.
came up because him and Hannah, they are related, so...
No, at
he
this
never
point, do you
wanted-
know they are related with Anna?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know.
So he just offered you a job and you felt you're qualified and you were
Yeah,
happy with
again,
it?
I'm learned and I knew, yeah, I'm okay. So I get the job, I start working. I have big trips, go to Dubai, go to Japan, go to wherever, go to Italy. But
Order. Corridor order, I don't know what's going on outside there. Yeah? Uh-huh.
Yeah, I get to go to Dubai and do a lot of things. But Your Honor, at the company, I met a lady by the name Jackie.
No, wait a minute. But this time, do you know he's an uncle to Hannah?
Now, I've worked there for a couple of months. I've talked to Hannah. Hannah is, I myself, I don't know. I don't know if they're related. So I tell my Anna, like,
Well,
I have my boss whose name is Dominic. Anna is like, yeah, the name sounds familiar. This name is Dominic is, until I met Jackie. Jackie is the one tells me, I know you. You are married to Hannah. I tell him, yes. I tell her, yes, I'm married to Hannah. Oh, so Dominic is the uncle to Hannah. What? Now this comes interesting. I'm interested to know. And Jackie gives me a whole story. How he ended up killing his own family.
Wait, before we get there. So, how did you know Jackie?
Now, Jackie knows me.
Who's
because
Jackie? Who's Jackie in the first place?
Jackie is a cousin to Anna.
Jackie
Jackie's
is a
father and Mr. Dominic here and Mr. Ntoka Makia, they are brothers.
Hey, afande unashikanisha hizo majina.
It's complicated.
Anthony Kamakia is the father to Anna.
To Anna.
Yes.
And Jackie is a cousin to
Anna. Jackie's
How did
father.
you know? How did you know Jackie?
Jackie knew me. Jackie approached me. Jackie came to our wedding.
How did you know each other?
Jackie came to our wedding. So when he saw me at the company,
Oh, she was invited by Hannah. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
She was at our wedding.
Okay. Sorry,
so
I
when
was a
she
bit slow there.
saw me, you are husband to Hannah. I tell me, yes.
Yeah.
So you are here, yeah. Oh, Hannah connected you with Dominic. Wait a minute. How? I don't know about anything about Dominic and Hannah.
How could Anna come? Why would Jackie think you got connected to Dominic through Anna, or else she knows that Anna parents or family had grudge or issues with Mr. Dominic?
So I don't know what happened, but Jackie thought like maybe they're in good terms. Or Jackie is the one who told, he was thinking like, she was thinking, Anna told me to go and look for job from this guy.
Okay.
That was not the case. Now, I tell him, I get interested and want to know what happens and what is this all about.
At this point, Mr. Dominic is never revealed to you that he's an uncle to...
No. See, in fact, I get the job, I come to office, I think we are with him in office 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm sent to first trip in Italy. He goes to Germany. Then when I'm back, he's another country, somewhere. We don't meet severally.
Okay.
But I see him once in a while.
Okay.
Yes.
And so now we know how you met Mr. Dominic. Mr. Dominic, do you have anything to say up to now? Do you have anything to propose to second?
As you can see, I treat him well.
No,
As
up to now, are you happy with what he said? You concur?
I don't have much to say.
Okay. So now, okay. Now you've told us how you met Mr. Dominic.
Yeah.
Now tell us what happened. So what happened to the extent now that we're in court and you know what kind of charges we are having here? What kind of case we have in our hand?
So I've worked with this guy for 4 years.
Oh, sorry to cut you. But when you go back home and you tell Jackie, tell Hannah, Jackie told you that the Dominic is confirmed is your uncle.
Yeah.
What does your wife say?
She is not impressed. At that point, she doesn't know if Dominic is the one who killed her parents.
Oh, okay. So she's just like, she wasn't like, wow, I'll go talk to my uncle.
She's not aware.
But she wasn't excited like, oh, I'll go see my uncle, maybe I can get an opportunity to or
again,
anything?
she's not interested because these guys, they have not looked for her for some time again.
Okay.
She's like, okay, well...
Well, I have memory from the last time we were here when you and your wife were trying to dissolve your marriage and what she said, she had the uncles over talking about how they're going to eliminate her so they can have a rebate towards to her wealth or inheritance. So, so after some time working together, take it from there.
Now, after some time of working with this guy, I understand he's not just Mr. Dominic, but a monster. This guy...
You have to have reasons to say he's a monster.
I have reasons. He has a couple of guys. Now, when I mean guys, they are pandekizi, the guys who go to gym. Group of like...
Are you intimidated by muscle, man?
No, but these guys are not just normal people. In fact, they are given a huge amount of money. their salary is abnormal, kabisa. Like these people, when Mr. Dominic say, stand up,
What?
they listen to everything.
Yeah.
He uses those guys to eliminate many people around here. Do you know, like politicians, and you remember the other day, this death of this minister for Home Affairs. Do you remember the death?
Yeah, yeah. I remember something like that. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
He knows it well.
What do you know? Was he the investigating officer? Or they friends?
No,
What do you mean?
Mr. Dominic here did that. He killed him because of his own benefits. He wanted, I don't know, he had his quotations there and they are not going on, or they are not going through because of that guy, and he had to eliminate him for him to get his things going right. That's how he does things.
I can only value that because you're in his inner circles, but I want you to have circumstances that, you know, get into details.
Okay, so this guy
Don't
here...
you love the house that you live in?
No,
Don't
Mr.
you
Dominic,
enjoy
Mr.
the
Dominic,
cars?
hold, order, Mr. Dominic. It's not about where he lives.
Leon,
It's
don't
about
show
that
my
now
friend.
you're being pointed with murder in hand, you know. You're being alleged to have been involved with the minister's murder or death, you know.
Am I lying?
Don't you enjoy the life that you live?
Mr. Dominic,
Mr.
You
Mr.
should see
Dominic,
the
please
kind of house he
don't
lives in.
divert the interest of
The
this
kind
court.
of cars that he drives.
No, Mr. Dominic, that's not what we're talking. We're not talking about
I
the
treat my
privilege.
workers well.
Order, Mr. Dominic. Listen to me. This is not where you go pushing people around. It might be whatever an influential outside there, but here, when you come here, the law takes course. We're not talking about how you've treated him well and the privilege involved. We're talking about murder here. We're talking about a minister who lost his life under doubting circumstances. And somebody in your inner circle accuses you of being involved. What's your response to this? Did you know the minister?
No.
Okay. And why would you kill somebody you don't know? What happened?
Like I said, I am a very busy man.
You're
Right
too
now,
busy
if
to
it wasn't for
forget.
this man here, I would be in Japan.
you're running away from the questions.
Yeah, good, but you don't have to do my job. But Mr. Dominic, you're a busy man. We respect that, but you are going to answer some questions here in court. We don't care how busy you are. Once you ask a question, you're here to answer questions, and if you don't know how busy I can hold that. How much I can hold of your.
But I am answering the questions.
You're not answering the question. I'm asking you a very straight up question. Did you know the minister?
No.
You say you don't know the minister. Tell us what you know of the minister's death. Maybe even from hearsay. Maybe you had your friends talk about it. You say you are involved with all these big people.
I know nothing about that.
Oh.
He has so many notions about everything. He thinks he knows everything.
And you know everything but hold it down.
I am the owner of the company.
Away from the company, why could you have been having problems with the connections? Was
No,
the minister
no, no.
obstructing you in a financial way or business way?
It's by the grace of God.
What?
My hands are very clean.
Well, I think you sanitized when you're checking in court, but we'll see how dirty they
Grace
could
of
be
God.
from another angle. So you say Mr. Dominic was involved in a way or another with the minister's death?
Yes.
Away from that, bring forth something that you have way to prove that he was involved. Away from
Here is a full story of him. He had 2 kids who were involved in an accident.
his own kids.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but they were involved in an accident. The 2 kids died on the spot. Her wife later then died at her maternal bed.
Like
Kwa
you
kitanda
said, it
yako.
was an accident.
Now, what about your wife? Alikufa kwa kitanda yako.
Goja, hold. Or his kids
2 kids.
died in an accident.
Yes.
What kind of an accident?
Car accident. Like
Car accident.
Yeah.
An
How old were
accident.
they? Were they driving themselves?
No, they had a driver.
They had a driver.
Yeah. Who the driver is among the guys I've told you. And the
But
driver
did
is
he die
alive.
himself?
No?
It's not making sense. Please elaborate this. They died in an accident. The driver didn't die, and the driver happens to, you believe, is
The
one of his
driver was
goons.
injured.
I wish to understand how he was involved in an accident, and I believe the kids had been sitting in the rear seat of the car. They lost their lives, but he survived.
Yeah, he got some injuries.
Oh, so tell us the accident. What kind of an accident was it? Did the car roll? Was it a head-on? Was it a hit from the side, from the back?
I didn't get all that information from, because this is information I'm being given by Jackie, you know. So I did
So
get
it's a hearsay.
Yeah, it's true, sure.
I didn't say it's true. I said it's a hearsay.
Yeah.
Your sources are not confirmed. Is Jackie here in the first place? Do you have Jackie as a witness?
No.
Hey, order. What are you?
No.
What
Jackie is
gestures
not
you're
around.
making? Please, don't do that again.
Let me give you the whole story, then you'll understand where Jackie is.
We are here for the whole story.
Yeah.
But not the whole day. Please be quick.
Okay. So the wife, the accident happens. Then after some couple of days, her wife also dies.
Leave alone the wife. I want to know the details of the circumstances of the demise of the kids, because it's not making sense to me. Whoever was driving didn't lose their lives.
Yes.
But the kids lost
Died.
their lives.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to picture out how the accident occurred. Was it a head-on, or you didn't even see the car?
I didn't even. That's what I'm telling you. This is a story I was given by Jackie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I avoid that. I don't want to hear about stories you are told. I want you to come for this more you do.
Her wife died on.
His wife.
His wife.
Yes.
Died on their matrimonial bed. This is what happened. This wife prepared this Mr. Dominic here to go for a trip. I don't know, somewhere in, was it Italy? I don't know. I can't remember very well. He was going for a trip. So in the morning, the wife wanted to accompany him at the airport. The guy refused. And she was told, you'll remain. I am rushing. Like, he leaves to airport and goes wherever he was going. Mm-hmm. Her wife is found at the bed, dead. Postmortem is done, and it is poison. You know?
And so, okay, continue. I'll ask you my question.
The thing is found, like, it is poison. Now, this is what happens. After all this happens, this guy is abroad somewhere, I don't know where. He comes back, the burial is done and everything, we forget about the wife. Now, this is Jackie giving me story. She goes on and tells me that this guy here, he calls the parents of, what are they called? Hannah. This is Mr. Kimakia and the wife Sheila. They are called for a party by Mr. Dominic.
No, wait a minute. Are these two different circumstances, or is the same story? You were telling me about his wife, now I hear you coming up with Hannah's parents.
Yeah, I'm giving you a story of Mr. Dominic, how he eliminates people.
No, first of all, let's finish with one person at a time. Yes. I want to understand about the wife. Is it because he denied the wife to accompany him to the airport that he got into trouble, that he poisoned the wife?
No.
What makes you believe he poisoned his wife?
Now, this is the reason. You know, let me start it. This guy, he gets employment. All of a sudden, he was employed by Mr. Kamakia, Anthony, Mto Kamakia, the father to Hannah, employs this guy as a security guard. You get me, Mr. Honor? He gets the employment. This guy here, he starts moving around with Mr. Anthony, who was a government guy, who was working with the government, and he has a lot of money. He has a lot of companies.
Does this whole story have anything to do with the wife's death? I want you, first of all,
yes.
I want you to clear up with the wife's death.
Yeah. Now I'm coming there.
Okay.
Now
I'm waiting you there.
He kills the wife because he wants to reach the money of Mr. Anthony. Now he's destroying the evidence first. That's why he has to do away.
Okay. Now I'm trying to understand. Okay, now I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
Afano naelewa hiyo.
He's very selfish that he has to do away with the kids, the wife, anyone who knows
let's flash back into history. So he was employed by his brother.
Yeah.
As a security.
Yes.
Person.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Dominic, is that true? You had been employed by your brother as a security man?
Actually, that is not true.
Were you never employed by your brother at any point?
No, I had...
Where did you get your money from?
I was working as one of the deputy managers.
For your brother?
Yes.
Then?
Okay.
So it wasn't security.
So he had employed you?
No, not really. You see, we are family.
But family, were you getting a pay?
Yes.
You were getting a pay. So
Yes,
you had been employed.
Yes.
Somebody somehow hired in a way or another.
Yeah.
Either you were on allowance or whatever it was, at the end of the day, you had some money to take home.
Yes. Grace of God.
You can't say grace of God and you are a killer.
I was given
God is just a little thing. It's not that always God means whatever God you think it is. God is not always about justice. God, they have their own kind of justice.
Yeah.
So,
And God's.
yeah, even Kleptomanians, they steal from me and still say it's God who got me to do so.
Yeah.
So,
They say in a God.
in God, eh? Wow.
Yes.
It's by God's grace that we are here.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's by God's grace that they managed to get away with this loot. So,
Yes.
so you're taking us way back in history so that we can get how it started.
How he got his money and how he became a killer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Dominic, by any chance, you've been quiet for a minute. If you feel there's a reason why you wish to object, let me just know. I'll give you the chance. Okay? I don't want you to say you don't remember that.
Yes, but you can see all that he's saying is not the truth.
Well,
He has a lot of assumptions about everything. The thing is, he knows very well that we have contracts right now going on in Japan and Thailand with 2 companies. So, as you can see, Your Honor, if only you can let me go tend to my this
first
serious
of all,
business.
let's turn to the life lost within your circles and you have something to
Doing
do
away
with it.
with the evidence.
So please, order, let's get back to the subject. So
You
tell
know,
us.
this Mr. Dominic here, Your Honor, has a certain quote which he says, I will eliminate you. Now, this is how he does it. He says, can we talk?
Excuse me, you are all over. You lose me. You're losing me because you're all over. We were talking about his wife, how the wife died. You talked about his kids,
let's
how
go
they
to
died. You could not explain that. It was taken back to Jackie. Jackie's the one who knows. Jackie's not in court.
Oh, party.
You've taken it back to
Party. Oh.
the party. Oh, the Anthony.
Yeah.
So this is what happens. This guy is, I'll not call him wise, but
No,
he tries and
please,
takes.
compose yourself. Order. Compose yourself and bring forth a strong case. Accusing
yes.
without, don't be all over, otherwise you'll lose it. It's not holding.
Okay, now, okay.
Narrate a story whereby he can defend himself and we can know what you're accusing him of.
Stop smiling, Mr. Dominic.
Order, Dominic. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay, sir.
Okay, if I were you, I would not be so happy. I don't know whether you know the kind of charges you're facing here, but since you wish to smile, maybe those are your last few smiles.
Maybe
so
he wants to eliminate this one also.
You want to Are you sure?
Maybe that is the way.
I hope you're not here with your goons.
I do not eliminate
Have you
people.
seen any muscle man? He might be one of the goons.
No.
Okay.
My hands are very clean.
I told you, I can see. I can see. You had a wash and did sanitize them.
Stop lying, Mr. Dominic.
So, okay. Prove him a liar.
Okay, so Mr. Dominic, he wants to do away with evidence before he kills Mr. Anthony, who is his brother. So he does away with the wife, with the kids. He comes to a party.
He wants to do away with the evidence on what and about what, of what?
He wants to own Mr. Anthony's money. He wants to get Mr. Anthony's money.
Hannah's father,
yeah.
So Hannah's father was a prominent person?
Yeah, he was working with government. I don't know which department.
Well, we people work with the government and we are not rich, so...
Yeah.
He was working with some ministries. Ministers. He was working in the ministry and he was good. He was well and he had businesses, 10 hectares of land in Ngobu, Embu, and somewhere in Eldoret.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, he was a well-off man.
He was a good man. He was well off, yeah. So this guy one day arranges a party and calls this Mr. Anthony and a wife. They come to a party and after enjoyment, Mr. Anthony and a wife wants to go home, but before they leave, this guy sends a waiter to Mr. Anthony. Mr. Anthony he was heading to his car. And the waiter, I don't know what she does, but I was told she injected the guy.
I found it.
For the COVID certificate.
But for this land,
Wait.
I own the land.
The CCTV.
This is my land. I am the one who was the title deeds.
Don't make it a joke. I'm trying to understand. the waiter is sent and injects
Mr. Anthony. And she pretends to fall down before Mr.
They didn't spike him, put tablets, pills in his drink, they injected him.
She followed her. In fact, she followed her to his car.
She followed him to his car.
To his car. Yeah. Then she pretended to be falling down. Now, when Mr. Anthony was trying to help her, that's when she injected her. She injected him.
Okay.
And Anthony helps her. The lady walks away. He gets to his car, but he is dizzy. Her wife comes and they leave. Anthony is driving. On a highway, wanaingia nyuma ya lori. Because now the injection, the substance he was injected with started working, and all of a sudden kwa barabara, Mr. Anthony dies immediately. Her wife is taken to hospital. Her wife is taken to she's taken to hospital. Mr. Dominic here comes and visits the wife at the hospital, and again, as he is and pretends to be a prominent guy, and wherever, as he was telling you, tunaweza ongea hapa nje, that's what he does. He calls the doctor, tunaweza ongea hapa nje. They ongea, whatever they ongea.
Let him just finish.
They ongea, whatever they ongea, and he comes back, and I don't know what happens, the injection inadungwa kwa huyo mama. At the hospital, she dies.
So wait a minute. How do you have all this information? How do you know all this?
I have this information because Jackie's father comes. Now I'm getting you to the whole story. Jackie's father comes. He's a guy who was working with forces. Comes and he goes to the hospital and he gets all information from CCTV. He sees everything Mr. Dominic does. The CCTV footage.
Are you sure he didn't go there to ask, are you taking good care of my sister-in-law?
She was going there to see her sister-in-law, and she found her dead.
And about the accident, my brother had a few drinks. I asked him not to drink too much. But these things happen. It's an accident.
Stop lying.
But it was declared an accident, but it said that you had something to do with him getting, you got him injected with something. And that's how come he got a little too high than he could handle.
Na ukasema adungwe something. Sitatishika na hiyo macho. Today is final for you. That's what it does when you want to eliminate someone.
Our plaintiff, because the look makes me doubt whether it's, it makes me just think you were involved in your brother's death in a way or another. And about your sister-in-law, what do you respond to that? Did you visit her and then it ended up that she was
definitely, I had to go there and see if they're taking care of her.
And after that, you really took care of her?
Yes. No,
you really took care of her?
No. The doctors were taking care of her, not me.
So, you instructed the doctor to take good care of her?
No,
make her rest?
I'm the one who was now left with everything to do. I had to pay the hospital bills.
So you decided to terminate her before the bill was too high?
No,
Mr. Dominic, don't try to intimidate her.
He's lying. He's lying. It's not the truth.
Lying to who?
Joshua, please continue.
So Mr. Jackie's father comes. He works from the forces. He comes and he gets the information from doctors, from the CCTV footage, and everything here Mr. Dominic did, and everything he told the doctor to do. Mr. Dominic gets to know that. I don't know how. Maybe the doctor told him. I don't know how he gets to know that, but while Mr. Jackie was going to report the matter, this guy, I've told you, he has guys, when he coughed, they stand up. That day they stood. And they went. And Jackie's dad was killed. And his body was thrown at the river. Ilipatikana after 1 month. Am I lying?
I don't know. No, you see, the thing is this.
Jackie's dad was not killed?
You are assuming things.
Jackie's dad was not killed?
I did not kill him.
Who killed him?
I don't know.
Your guys?
Whatever.
So this guy here kills Mr. Jackie because Mr. Jackie's father, because he wants to get the money, and eventually he wins. He gets the money.
All this killing is about
money.
Mr. Anthony's wealth.
Yes, and that's why Hannah she has to run away.
You can see he does not even respect me. He's calling me guy. My name is Mr. Dominic.
I don't fear you, Mr. Dominic, today.
Dominic, You may try to command that respect, but for now,
Command your goons, not
wewe
me.
ni mabusu, kwanza elewa hiyo. Okay? You're not convicted yet, but you're a suspect. So please, humble
Ni
yourself.
mabus already.
Or then unaona mfunga?
This guy is a storyteller, eh?
I think so, Afandi.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, what else do you have to say? Mr. Dominic says he has nothing to do with...
He's a bad man. He's a bad guy.
Yeah, but
That's
As
all
I
you're
can tell
saying,
you.
but for
No,
me being...
after he employed me, after taking me to Italy, alianza kunipatia paka wasichana wa huko. That's why my wife came here complaining that I don't satisfy her at any point. I'm given to a mama. Now you are in Italy, you are being told you are not going out of this hotel without. Because that's where again he gets his money from, I think this, what we call sponsors and whatever.
No, Mr. Joshua, we have to agree something here. Did you ever file a case of defamation or rape or molestation?
No.
So it was your will that you got involved with those ladies?
No.
They might have introduced you, they might
No.
have been his friend, they might have been interested and told them they want the big, the Ben 10 here, but it was your will to do the finishing.
As I've told you,
He
he's
might have
calling
threatened
himself-
you to fire you, but still it's your will.
yes,
It's
do
not
not
my
bite
will.
the hand that feeds you.
It's not my will. This guy will threaten you to death. He once told me, if you don't kill Hannah, I will kill you myself and her. Himself,
And
he
what did
said
you do?
that.
Did you do to that? Did you report to the police? Did you tell anybody from the community?
But he will kill you. And I wanted money.
But he's not getting any money from killing you.
No,
and I'm
but
sure if he wants to eliminate Hannah, he'll just tell his boys to go and do it. If at all he's influential and he's got the word to his boys.
now
as
the
you say.
reason even I came to realize later that even
So what's wrong with this Italy thing? What is going on in Italy and this India? What were you doing in Italy and India? What is this with the old women?
he was forcing me to sleep with them, so that he gets some money. They were
And
paying him.
was he recording whatever you're doing with them, or it was just?
I-
So were they paying him for you to be there?
Yeah. He is getting some money, and he gives me nothing. And
Oh,
that's why
so
when I
your
came to
pain
my
is that
wife,
you don't get the fruits of your work.
and when I come back here, my wife starts complaining, and
As
he
you can
gives me
see,
nothing.
I treat him very well. I treat all my
I
workers.
see.
that's
You really
very
take care
well.
of him in all aspects.
Sir,
That's okay,
yeah.
Mr. Dominic. I think that you don't have a case. He just got you entertained.
No, it's not entertainment. I was not happy.
Was
I
it
was
a
not
one
entertained.
thing? Was it a one-time thing, or it's something that has been going on?
He will threaten to kill you if you don't do it. So you have to do it each and every time you travel.
Afande, hili gani unatishia usipofanya hivi utachapwa?
Alafu unalipwa. Ni kama unalipa CS wanaacha mkulima. Haiendani.
And one day,
So do you work with phones or you're a pimp?
No, it's his enjoyment.
No.
He's the one who loves doing it. I don't know.
and you get paid to it.
I pay him
And
well.
question,
You pay me what?
You should
Order,
see
order,
the house
order.
of music.
Order.
Can I get this straight? Were they different women every occasion, or it's a particular one?
It's the same woman, an Italian lady, an Italian lady called.
You even forget
You are
her
with
name.
somebody and you don't remember them.
I don't
Can't
remember how
remember
it
her
did.
name. Very old woman, and another lady from India called
Or
Adriana.
what you remember her is babes.
I never call her baby. I don't have a contact.
No. You know, hii watu wa siku hizi mko na hii
How yani
afande hata wewe uko hapo kwa hiyo group.
no.
Mnakutana na mtu,
No.
you call each other babes from the club, mnafika nyumbani
I've
ni
never
babes.
called them babes.
Alafu asubuhi unamwangalia ukumbuki jina yake inaendelea tu ni babes.
Ndio maana wamepewa mama wa Haria.
Oh, yeah, Auntie Haria. Hiyo ndio nilisikia nayo kwa ofisi. Anyway, so it was the same lady always.
Always.
And she's from where and who is she?
She-
How are
she-
they related? Maybe it's,
I don't know.
what's the relation between him and her?
He's given money, and I think that's
You
all.
think it's about the money?
Yeah,
What
and
did you
she
say
has
the name was?
another lady from
What did
India.
you say the name was?
Adriana somebody, I can't remember very well. And
She's
I had
Indian or
one,
Italian?
there are two.
Hey,
There's one Indian and one Italian.
man, you're all big. You got two?
It's not a joke you are on.
No, I'm just
happy.
thinking.
Don't tell us
You're
it is not a
forced,
joke,
you're
right?
forced.
Yeah,
How do
yeah.
your spirits even get involved? I really think you liked whatever, or maybe you're the one who told
I
you
didn't.
can do that.
I didn't. Adriana, who is an Indian, I came to realize later while we were with trip to him. She was in the next. He was in the next room with Adriana.
He
And
should
I had,
not even be married to Hannah in
Wait.
the first place. Yes, you see.
Wait, Mr.
Adriana
Dominic.
was-
What is this? So
Adriana, I heard that day shouting at him. And this guy was there, oh, I'm sorry, I won't repeat. I don't know what they are doing, but Adriana shouted. I think Adriana is above her.
now how? I thought he's an independent businessman.
Yes.
He got his wealth from his brother's demise.
No, Adriana, I
So
doubt that
who is Adriana? Let him explain it to us. Who's Adriana, Mr. Dominic?
I don't know. That's their friend.
What?
You are denying everything.
It is something to do
Is
with
your name Mr. Dominic? Or you don't know as well?
She even doesn't mention that name, Your Honor. Ask him. He'll tell you not to mention Adriana here.
I sent him to go to Italy to do business. Then for him, he thinks of other things.
Which type of a business?
Forgetting my niece, Hannah.
Oh, I can see you feel sorry for her.
It's communication business. We are selling equipment. See,
There
maybe
was no
he's the one who
communication
decided to
business.
do other things.
Communication business in a room, in a hotel.
No, that's why you do right communication, like straight up
Maybe hapo ndio
communication.
kuna network mingi
No,
Hapo kuna network.
sana,
Nasikia mpaka alikuwa na operate na simu mbili.
simu mbili.
Pia ni mwanaume. So what else do you wish to say? So anyway, that's not a case for the court.
So this guy kills the parents, the Hannah's parents, kills all witnesses, and he remains with the wealth. That's what forces Hannah to run away.
But now, wait. So all this happens before you marry Anna.
Yes.
The Italy part was later.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you were working for him.
Yeah.
But the killing of Anna's parents and his
And her wife
He-
and everything.
was before you met him.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you remarried now? Or you're still going to Adriana?
No, you see, for me, after my wife died, I decided to stay a single man. I really loved my wife.
You
Because of
decided to
Adriana
stay single?
the witch.
No, I loved
How
my
long?
wife.
How long is it been since you lost your wife?
It's now over 10 years,
10 years,
12 years.
12 years,
Yes.
and you have not remarried.
He has Adriana.
Whenever you have some needs or desires, you travel to Italy and India.
I keep my mind in my business.
That's what you do.
So I'm a very busy man. Very busy. I don't think about all this.
Could you
like-
see that you're too
Hannah's
busy that you
business.
forget
You see,
people?
like what he does, I send him to work, he goes and thinks of other things.
That's what
For
exactly
me, I
you do,
keep my
Mr.
mind in
Dominic.
business.
He does the same thing. I've told you one day I overheard him in the next room with Adriana. What were you doing? And
Are you
you're begging-
jealous that he was
Sasa
with
ameanza-
Adriana?
ameanza
Yes.
kukasirika.
You're jealous? Or
Yes.
I'm not jealous. He was begging Adriana.
Are
And
a catch feeling, eh?
Yeah.
No.
You are jealous. Yeah.
The way you say, what are you doing with Mrs. Adriana there is like, that's your territories.
Yes.
Okay, so what else do you wish to accuse him of?
so after the killing, he raises to the wealth, which now he uses the wealth to get, he's calling it his company, which is not.
It is his company, isn't it?
It is
He's
not.
your employee. He's your employee. He's the one
Yeah,
who's
I
employed.
used to be. I will
He's
never
your
go
boss.
back to that company again.
So what?
I used to be his employee. I'm not. This Hannah's property, he's calling his employee.
Could it by any chance you're trying to get a chunk of his wealth by claiming that it's Anna's property?
No, I'm not. I've told you he kills his
Apart
whole
from these
family.
allegations of he killed, Jackie told me he killed, he suspected. Do you have any way that you know that he killed?
Yes, I've told you he killed the minister while I was working for him.
For now, I think you should hold because yours is all about Jackie, and when I tell
He
you,
killed the minister while I was there. He has killed several other people.
say some people lost their lives when he was there.
Yeah.
When you were
At
there,
the
but
company.
you have no evidence whatsoever to say that he killed.
When he
you
wants
can't,
something,
you can't point your finger direct at him.
Your Honor, when this guy wants something, he will get it.
Everybody wants to have that power. If I want something, I want to get it. All I want to understand is you're accusing him of murder, yet
Yes.
you can't give enough evidence or supporting evidence to what you're accusing him of.
I've told you he killed Minister of Home Affairs.
Support it. How? Tell me, explain.
The minister, this guy sent the goons to that.
Were you part of the goons?
No, I'm
How
not.
did you know this?
I work for him and I know the goons.
And they told you.
No, they never told me. I was following up.
And how
After
did you know?
he started
How
doing
did
what
you
he-
know?
I knew because they went and they killed him.
How did you know?
I saw it.
You saw it.
Yeah?
Saw it and he was not there.
Joshua, you're contradicting yourself. In the meantime, I understand we have a witness who is Miss Hannah. Yeah, can we have Billy,
Sure,
Father
Judge.
Mlete? Do me a favor, please analyze and
Your Honor,
state your case or put your case together. I'm not overlooking your testimonies, but you are not giving evidence as per supposed. I don't know.
when he was planning to kill the minister, I've told you he sent the goons. And I knew.
How do you know?
They were in a room, they were talking, and I was outside there listening to everything they were saying, and
You
they were
did
planning.
listen to that?
I listened to that.
outside the room.
Mr. Joshua, are you not the very person who told us that Jackie is the one who told you?
No, I've said the Jackie told me about the parents. For the minister, I was there. I was employed.
And all the employees had him planning this?
No, I was there while I was at his office, just opposite at his office, and I overheard everything they talked. I followed the goon while they walked out.
Excuse me, that's why I'm asking you. What were the reasons that you think he eliminated? Was it that he's gone contrary to his business? Was it that he breached some kind of agreement? What were the reasons as to what led him
business. It was business.
And what had the minister done?
I think he was not, I think he had kulipana pesa ya hongo and minister maybe refused.
And what kind of favor was he looking for from the ministers?
I didn't get the whole information. What I did is, after I had all this...
we only come with the whole information. Otherwise, your case will hold no waters. And I'm not saying that, don't be scared. I'm not saying he'll get away with whatever is going or is happened. But what I'm saying is, this is a court of law. As much as we work with more justice than law, it would always be advisable that you Ushamwapisha?
Yes.
Okay. So, Ms. Anna.
Yes, Your Honor.
Welcome to the proceedings.
Thank
Kindly
you.
remove the mask so we can hear you and maybe have a clear view of your face and your expressions. So, the two gentlemen standing here, first of all, tell us about yourself. I just read your name here and you've been mentioned that you're Anna, but maybe I don't know you. And if I know you, maybe somebody here wants to understand more about you.
Your Honor, I'm Mrs. Hannah Kimende.
Mrs. Anna Kimende.
Yes.
Kimende is your husband?
Kimende is my father.
Okay. I'm not an English teacher, but when it's a Mrs., you use your husband's name.
Okay.
But when you want to use your father's name, now you go back to being a Miss. Otherwise, somebody will think you're married to your father.
Sorry
Mrs.,
about that.
I think, refers to those who are... Anyway, yeah, it's not an English class. Continue.
Yeah. I'm a wife to Joshua Tarus. I was here with dissolving my marriage with Tarus. That is when Joshua reported my uncle, the so-called Mr. Dominic, that he's the one coming between me and
Who's the one behind
Joshua.
your nightmare?
Yes.
If I can recall all the beating and all the frustration, the house girl, enjoying more privileges than you, your son also lived a kind of nightmare. It was all about Uncle Dominic.
Yes,
What do you recall about Uncle Dominic before you got married to Mr. Taurus?
At some point when I was growing up,
How was he with your father?
they were good. They were buddies.
They were buddies, they were brothers.
They were brothers.
Okay.
usual-
Mr. Dominic used to work for your father,
Yes.
your late father.
Yes.
Okay. Did you hear anything like Mr. Dominic would have been involved in your father's demise?
Never.
Never.
Yes.
Who's Jackie?
Jackie is my cousin.
Jackie is your cousin.
Yes,
Have you
Your
kept
Honor.
communication with Jackie?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what has she told you, or what's the updates of what's happening back home with the family?
Jackie really doesn't share a lot about...
She never implicated your uncle in your father's death and your father's property disappearance?
The only time Jackie spoke to me was the time that my uncles, the four of them, they were four,
When they planned to...
they planned to kill me. That was when...
Or that's the only time Jackie ever told you?
Yes.
But she never told you about Uncle Dominic and all these
Never.
mischiefs?
Never.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your husband never got to tell you anything about Uncle Dominic and his doings and his
Never.
deeds?
He just shared he's employed with a...
Do you talk with Uncle Dominic?
Never.
You never
When I
talk to
ran
him?
away from home, when they tried to kill me, I've never spoken
Mr.
to
Dominic,
this
do you
man.
remember
I'll kill
saying
you.
that
I'll kill you.
Order, you're not doing the killing here. We don't kill each other here. Here we try to get the best
I'm sorry, Your
of
Honor.
justice, and it's by your explanation on how you present your case. Mr. Dominic, you lied to this court and you're under oath. All you've been doing is making faces and smiling.
That's what it does.
Order, who asked you?
I do talk to her.
Give me a minute. I'm trying to think. Why did you lie in this court? You say that you do talk to her. She says you never speak to her. And you're making faces, you're warning people, you're threatening people in this court. Are you trying to disrespect this court?
I think she's forgetting.
No, I think you've got a mental problem.
I usually talk to her.
You are sick.
In your imaginary world, I don't think she would be lying that you talk to her.
You are so sick. Are you
Mr.
well?
Dominic, are you
A
okay?
week ago.
A week ago,
Yes.
you had checked into a mental hospital.
Do you even know my number?
Order!
Sorry.
I wish to finish up this quickly because now it's getting a bit out of hand. I think this case is taking too long, but as we're getting along, maybe we're getting somewhere. I'm happy you've come forth to testify and to support your husband. I'm happy that how are you getting along nowadays?
Nowadays,
You wish to keep the family?
Yes.
So the dissolution case is over?
it's over.
So you're facing allegations of murder and sabotage here.
Yes, Your Honor.
So do you have a list of what you wish to claim as being part of your father's wealth?
Yes, Your Honor. I know our family lawyer, which was a lawyer to my dad, and he has a will of which
Everything is...
this Dominic here threatened to kill him, and he went to hiding. Now
Oh.
I demand
Somebody
that
left
will
his
be-
practice to go and hide from this man.
Yes, he's very,
You're a
what he
real
does.
bad
very
man.
wicked.
Mr. Mandevu,
Mind you, Your Honor is the one who told me to treat my wife the way I was treating her so that I can kill her.
and you the idiot you are, you just did it.
You even
How do you mistreat your wife because somebody is telling you from outside?
But
How
he'll
do you
kill
sleep
me.
with another woman because another man is taking you to another woman?
He will kill me, this guy.
No.
He will.
Man, even if I was scared for my life, not as much as you are. I would never mistreat somebody because I'm instructed to do so.
I've told you
How
this guy
does
is a
he's not there
dangerous
to
one.
see what you're doing.
He's a dangerous one, Your Honor. This one you can't play with him.
He should
Unaona
not
macho
be-
yenye ananifanyia kila saa.
The best thing you should have done is just resign and go find a job
There's
somewhere
nothing like resigning in his company. You're either dead.
Well, then now you have a chance to resign because I don't think
Exactly.
he'll be coming
I'm not
out with
going.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
So, well, this case will not have a clear judgment. I'll just make an interim judgment as we wait to see the results of a few requirements. I wish you to bring your father's will.
I will, Your Honor.
That one you don't have to file for listening, for a hearing. You can just bring it to the chambers if it's authentic, and your lawyer writes an affidavit with your swearing. Maybe you should have a stamp of oath.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then I think you're entitled to get back all that you ever lost to this family.
Yes.
As
You lose, you man.
order.
Sorry, Your Honor.
As for when I'm doing my judgment, I've already listened to you enough. So you also give me a moment to make my word, which happens to be the final word. As for you, Mr. Dominic, you're facing serious charges. This is under stroke 2, which is an hanging act or life imprisonment. But since there's not enough evidence, nobody stands here as a true witness to testify against you, but circumstances point you directly to have been involved in all these. And the faces you're making, the gestures and the pride you have, I wouldn't like to judge you not being in your best of mental capacity. I wish to realize this is a serious case. You could lose your life or just spend all the days of your remaining human life in jail. So I will send you to a government mental hospital. Don't try to corrupt them, because I see your money is a problem. And after your mental analyzation is valid and brought forth, then I'll see the kind of judgment I want to make. So as for now, you are under arrest. You should be held, and no, yakuna kutoka kuna bail until a government doctor certifies your mental capacity. So that's my judgment for now. The final judgment will come thereafter. For now, this court is John.
Come hug me, my wife.
Afande, hata waweka ndani, badala ya kusimama kwa heshima, wameanza kuwapiana.